Hello, everybody. It's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another review. This time I'm reviewing Whisker Waters. It was published by Merge Games and Maximum Games and developed by Underbite Games and released on April 25th of 2024 for the PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And what exactly is this game? Well, they label it a fishing RPG. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is the synopsis they gave for this game. Whisker Waters is the ultimate RPG adventure that blends light fantasy and the art of fishing into a mesmerizing world. As a player, you'll create and play as your very own cat character and embark on a whimsical fishing journey like never before. Use cool fishing tools to explore and catch all kinds of unique fish. Whether you're a fishing pro or just starting out, this game has something for everyone. That's actually a pretty true statement to what this game is. Honestly, it is in fact a fishing RPG, and the main thing on it has to be the fishing mechanics that has all kinds of different variety of tools, different techniques to catch different fish, different bait that you have to gather to collect, and everything like that. And there's like several dozen different fish species in this game. Each one of them has their own AI and the way they behave, where they're at, if they're freshwater fish, if they're in a river, if they're in the ocean. And naturally, they all have unique behaviors and also require certain ways of catching them. Honestly, certain bait as well. And I honestly, hands down, it's rather easy at first, but it actually can get quite challenging as you go through. Because the tutorial is rather, simplistic at first, where it consists of like casting out your line and moving it around slightly to get the fish's attention, and you can do stuff to scare away other fish you don't want near you, and do other things to entice the fish you're trying to catch to come over. And once it pulls on your bobber, then you basically hit your button and then start using your analog stick in this mini game to actually pull the fish in. And as you go, they add other mechanics you have to deal with too, like the fish trying to overpower you. They'll turn into like a button mash mini game and stuff like that. And it's actually very relaxing and fun. That's the one and main aspect of this game that actually is really, really good. And the other main thing has to be the fact that since it's called Whisker Waters, you play as a anthropomorphic little chibi kitty. That's right, you get to design and customize your own little kitty cat and run around doing missions and side quests for these other people as you also fish and stuff like that. It's adorably cute. You can actually customize your kitty with her looks, which isn't the best character creation screen. But then you can go and get all kinds of little, like hats and glasses and little outfits for them to wear. So it's super, super cute. It really is. Now, as for gameplay, the length of this, you're looking maybe about 20 hours or so to get through this game. So it's not like an earth-shatteringly difficult or huge game in any way. And as you go and you get to explore different islands and regions, getting on boats and traveling, going to towns, meeting with all these little kitty people, trading stuff with them, doing missions for them, like they send you on fetch quests, buying different bait, and, that's really about all you really do. Like I said, there's lots of different islands and regions to explore and lots of side quests to do. But there are a couple things I have to point out that are good and bad. So let's go basically with good. And the fact is, this actually has a story to it. And it's nothing like, it isn't no Quentin Tarantino style story, but it's got a very unique storyline where you're playing as this little kitty who wants to become a fishing ranger, which is their version of these super top tier badass fishermen that have saved mankind and all this stuff. And it actually has a pretty deep story as you go through the game. Like I said, it's very simplistic, but it does have a decent story. And you start off with your mentor that basically teaches you basically how to fish and gives you your first set of quests, which normally goes around. It's the same thing over and over again: capturing and collecting. Capturing like bugs and insects and collecting stuff like fruits and stuff like that. And naturally, all the bugs you capture, you can use as bait. And most of the time, you do these missions, which, like, honestly, that's one of the downfalls of this game, is the overall side mission structure is absolutely boring. It is so mundane. It's always like, okay, go get me some wood, go get me 3 pieces of fruit, find my kid, and you can track it, in the menu screen, which is nice. So if you have a bunch of missions, but it doesn't really seem like it dumps a bunch of missions on you that are really any that difficult. You can figure it out. Honestly, hands down, the main best mechanic in this game is the fishing mechanic. I mean, the ability to adjust your hook position, scare off unwanted fish. Like I said, there's many games when you catch the fish, and honestly, getting different fish and catching them in different ways kind of reminds me of Pokemon. It really does. And like I said, the fish have different mechanics to be able to catch them, and you even have abilities where you get a net, so you don't have to use a fishing pole and rod. You can also catch certain fish with nets, and you get this version of this book that describes all the fish you caught. It's basically like their version of a Pokedex, really. I guess it's a Fishadex, really. Now, those are all highlights of the game because I found it very relaxing and fun doing the fishing parts and exploring the bright, colorful world. But the cons with this game are, first of all, the music is really, really boring. It's not the worst ear grating crap I've heard, but honestly, it's not that good. After the first 5 seconds or so, you're like, okay, this is it. This is really it. I'm like, eh. So it's passable, but it's not good. Second of all, the graphics in the game are okay, but considering I'm playing on a PS5 and it stutters and has some glitches and some game crashing bugs, no pun intended, honestly, visually, the fidelity of this game isn't really that great. And, like I said, the art style and the level of the world is devoid of any sort of wow factor. You got cute, cuddly looking, neat stuff, but nothing's like, wow, this looks great. This plays top notch. Because it plays sluggish. Honestly, the camera, hands down, is one of the worst cameras I've ever seen. There's so many times when you're walking and stuff is getting in your view as the camera's zipping around. So the camera control is really, really bad. Now, keep in mind, all in all, this game really ain't that expensive. You can get it for less than $20. So it's not bad for what you get. I mean, honestly, if you're a fan of cats, if you're a fan of fishing simulators and relaxing games, and you don't mind it for $20 for 20 hours worth of gameplay, I can say it's not a bad deal. Just keep in mind that a lot of the time is spent doing just mundane, boring fetch quests. And honestly, like I said, if you can get past the terrible control of the camera, stuff like blocking your field of view, a pointless jump for some reason, and honestly, if you can just get past all that and enjoy the fishing aspect, I can actually recommend Whisker Waters. Go ahead and try it out. Please leave in the comments below if you've ever seen Whisker Waters, if you played it, what are your personal feeling on a fishing RPG where you play as a cat? But leave out the comments below and I'll answer each and every single one of them. Please give me a thumbs up for this video. And of course, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out till next time.